Hey guys, welcome to my legal classes. This is Ganesh Pujari, and in the series of Indian Penal Code, we were discussing chapter 9, which is all about of offences by or relating to public servant, discussed between section 161 to 171. And in that series, this is my third video where we are going to understand a very important amendment section, that is section 166B, which is all about punishment for non-treatment of victim. Here I am going to discuss this particular section along with another very important amendment section from CRPC. First, let us go through the two important amendment sections, and then I will combine them in a beautiful chart to make sure that you are understanding this concept very clearly. Why to waste time? Let's get into the first slide. As a procedure, let us quickly read through the BERAC provision of section 166B, which is all about punishment for non-treatment of victim. And the BERAC provision says, whoever being in charge of a hospital, public or private, whether run by the central government, the state government, local bodies, or any other person, contravenes the provisions of section 357C of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year, or with fine, or with both. Now this is the section, that is section 166B. Now while reading 166B of IPC, it very clearly refers to section 357C of CRPC. So before we get into chart, we need to go through the amendment section, that is section 357C of CRPC, to understand section 166B completely. So what does CRPC section 357C says? It discusses about treatment of victims, and it says all hospitals, public or private, whether run by the central government, the state government, local bodies, or any other person, shall immediately provide the first aid or medical treatment free of cost to the victims of any offence covered under section 326A, 376, 376A, 376AB, 376B, 376C, 376D, 376DA, 376DB, or section 376E of the Indian Penal Code, and shall immediately inform the police of such incident. Now this is CRPC section 357C. So we have to read them together to understand these two sections very clearly. So what I have done, in my next slide, I have put a beautiful chart to explain both the sections together so that you have complete concept clarity as far as section 166B or section 357C of Indian Penal Code or CRPC respectively. So let's get into the next slide to understand these two concepts very clearly in a single chart. The class will continue. In between, I just wanted to share an important update with you guys. I have joined the Unacademy team as an educator for CLAT 2023 batch, and I would like to request you all to download the Unacademy app and follow me there also. And while buying the subscription over there, please buy the subscription with my code GYAN07, that is GAN07, to get additional 10% discount. And what's happening in Unacademy this week? 6 months batch for CLAT 2022 aspirants is starting on 8th December 2021 in the name of Phoenix, and freshers batch for CLAT 2023 aspirants is starting on 10th December 2021 in the name of the Legal Source. You can join all of these classes, and while buying subscription, you can use my code, that is GYAN07, that is GAN07, which gives you 10% discount on the subscription. Thank you so much. This is the chart that I was referring for section 166B of IPC and section 357C of CRPC. Now, one thing that you have to understand very clearly is that you cannot read any of these sections alone. You have to read them together. So what I have done, I have combined them both and made a chart so that you have complete concept clarity. To start with, one very important aspect that you need to remember here is whenever we are reading section 166B of IPC or section 357C of CRPC, these sections are dealing with certain offenses of IPC, that is to say the offenses related to acid attacks etc. or the sexual offenses. Which are the sections? From IPC section 326A, which is dealing with voluntarily causing grievous hurt by use of acid etc. And then all the offenses coming under 376 and other amendment section under 376, all of them are dealing with sexual offenses. Starting from 376 is punishment for rape, 376A punishment for causing death or resulting in persistent vegetative state of victim, 376AB punishment for rape on women under 12 years of age, 376B sexual intercourse by husband upon his wife during separation, 376C sexual intercourse by person in authority, 376D gang rape, 376DA punishment for gang rape on women under 16 years of age, 376DB punishment for gang rape on women under 12 years of age, and 376E punishment for repeat offenders. Now whenever a victim under these sections, okay, this is what you need to remember. That is why I have mentioned in the black box, when a victim of these offenses, that is to say from acid attack or rape related offenses, in need of treatment, okay, such victim is coming with a need of treatment, and in such case in charge of any public hospital, that is to say government hospital or a private hospital. Now these public or government hospital or private hospital may be run by central government, state government, local bodies, or any other person. Any other person means including private person. Now that may be run by any of these, okay, maybe a central government body or state government or local body or any other person. Such public hospital or private hospital should immediately do two things. One, provide the first aid or medical treatment free of cost, okay, they have to give first aid or the full medical treatment whichever is required at free of cost. That is the first thing. And what is the second thing? They shall immediately inform the police of such incident. They have to immediately inform the nearest police station about such victims. Whoever has gone through any of the offenses that I have already mentioned in the left corner of this slide, that needs to be informed to the police immediately, okay. So it may be a public hospital or maybe a private hospital. It may be run by central government, state government, local body, or any other person. And when the victim is of acid attack or rape, as discussed under the sections that I have already explained, if such patient or victim is coming to the hospital, immediately first aid treatment or medical treatment shall be given free of cost, and information shall be given to the police station. And anybody not doing that shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year, or with fine, or with both. That is the punishment. I hope that is very clear. Before concluding, once again I will just repeat. Here we are reading two important sections, one from IPC, that is section 166B, the other one from CRPC, that is section 357C. And whenever we are reading these two sections, we need to understand these sections are limited to section 326A, 376, 376A, 376AB, 376B, 376C, 376D, 376DA, 376DB, 376E. Under any of these sections, whoever is the victim, when they are coming to any kind of hospital, that may be a public hospital or private hospital, the in charge of such hospital, now when I say hospital, that hospital may be run by central government, state government, local body, or any other person. Whoever is running that hospital should do two very important things. One, provide first aid or medical treatment free of cost. 2. Shall immediately inform the police of such incident. They have to immediately inform to the police, and anybody disobeying it shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year, or with fine, or with both. That's all we need to understand from section 166b as well as section 357c of IPC and CRPC respectively. With that, I am handing over this presentation to Nishan.
With that, I'm concluding this session. Please subscribe our channel. Please like, share and comment our videos.